And here we go. Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Great.
We're live on Facebook. Yosef Aharon here with Rav Eli Goldsmith.
Yeah, what an honor. We don't take for granted. See, we'll have like a team to do this. I say this every week.
Yeah, B'ezrat Hashem, we will. Hold Hashem Kitov. Today, what's today's date? Today is April 3rd, and it is Chaf Daled Adar Sheni.
Shavi Yemei Milun. We're building a Mishkan. It's going up and it's coming down. Going up and coming down. And until Rosh Chodesh Nisan next week, it's still going up and down. So just go with the flow right
now. And then Rosh Chodesh Nisan, we're going up. Amen.
We're surrounded by Paris here, by the way. I don't know.
Fruits of Eretz Yisrael. Please don't stab me with that. That would be bad.
It's part of us. So.
You know, something funny. My niece, Staka, okay, awesome. Thank you, Zera Shimshon. You know, the Hebrew word for pineapple is ananas, right? My niece, when she was younger,
her name's ananas.
No, she would say, "I want ass." When she was referring to ananas, she would say, "I want ass."
That one.
Yes, very careful.
Especially nowadays.
Unfortunately, there are some people that we know and we care about that are not feeling so well.
Yes.
That's the safer that we discussed last week that people said we should have around, right? You want to hold it up so the island can see it. Beautiful. Magen Avraham. We wish Refuah Shlema to Alex Amnon Ben Rachel Kara, who is the tax man. To Malka Lyudmila Batadina, who is all about kindness. Akiva Meir Ben Malka Lyudmila. Yael Bat Malka Lyudmila. Friend of mine, an old school friend of mine's mother, not doing so well. Chavalea Bat Ida, my father-in-law, Lady Ben Liba, my mother-in-law, who's going to have knee replacement surgery in the next month or so. Ahuva Bat Chana, everyone should have B'ezrat Hashem a refuah shlema.
And Chesed goes a big way to make those refuah shlemas come into actualization. So with the Real Kindness podcast, we are, excuse me, I haven't been so well, but Baruch Hashem, hopefully getting there. Oh no. There's a Wi-Fi issue going on. And so just jump over to my...
We're back. We're back.
So the idea of kindness and doing kindness for each other, this is a collaborative project between JustOneChesed and Unity Inspires projects, between myself and Yosef Aharon, and we don't take for granted that he's here in the country because he could be running around fundraising and doing big things. And now you're here, and
I'm glad to be home.
You've had a lot of experiences. I know my daughters, both of them, will buy you Shabbos night, and that's going to be part of the story we're going to discuss.
But before we discuss the story,
we're
going to sing a song.
Oh, that's true.
Yes,
but just let's give them a title: sharing stories or spreading kindness amongst the nations,
within the nations, amongst the nations.
You know, we've got some stories from the war. My son just came back to dedicate also Baruch Ben Masha to invite her in his shmira.
Amen.
He's
and all of the Chayim B'ezrat Hashem.
Amen.
And all the Chatufim should come back home safe, B'ezrat Hashem.
Amen. Let's see.
We should only see good things and happiness and Besorot Tovot.
Let's see everyone come home.
See everyone come home.
And as we learned today, Rav Shlomo, Shlemas Haaretz, Shlemas Ha'am, Shlemas Torah.
The Torah is first.
That's true.
Right? Then the Yachas was Shlemut Ha'am. And then there was Shlemut Haaretz.
Good. But all has to be there.
B'ezrat Hashem, we should all come home. B'ezrat Hashem. All right. This is a song that was downloaded by Rosh Shlomo when he was the Shiva Junction down south.
We mentioned it last time, but we didn't sing it fully. So, Yosef's going to do his best. It's the first time he's singing it.
Yeah.
But I believe in you.
Thanks. Rosh Shlomo, I apologize if I mess it up.
He's very
makpid on...
In a good way.
Yes.
Because the Negudim have to be correct. So we're asking already disclaimer of this. Apologies.
Yeah, okay. It's called Shuva. Shuva Hashem et Sheviteinu kafikim ba'negev. Shuva Hashem et Sheviteinu kafikim ba'negev. Hazorim bedimra berina yitzaru. Hazorim bedimra berina yitzaru. La 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 la.
Yeah, Purim, we had him perform that. Remember the night Tish? So anyone wants to see a full version, you can just go there.
That was insane.
Fire.
I highly recommend. I'm sure Purim was great everywhere throughout the world, but I gotta tell you, the Tish that we have on Erev Purim.
If you tell too many people, there won't be any room for us.
We'll be okay.
There'll be room.
The room will expand.
It did.
Just like Eretz Yisrael will expand.
It's true. I'm watching that at Chesed. It's just growing and growing.
It's amazing.
There's always more room somehow. And
I highly recommend coming to Efrat. I know it's tough most years after Tanit Esther. Here in the Megillah, we have a Tish at Shirat David.
Yeah.
Erev Purim.
Throughout the years, it's amazing.
It is.
That is a plan.
That's like my first year here. That was like the moment for me. We made Aliyah in July. That March, I was in the States. I flew back that day. I flew back on Tanit Esther. That night, it was at Benny and Nechama Cohen's house. I was flying.
Yeah.
Ever since, it gets better and better.
And that's Purim. The Pesach should be a time of inspiration and happiness, not a time of stress. So we'll discuss that. It's a very important point about how we can share kindness and spread kindness to the nations. It's not just a Jewish concept. Avinu invited everyone, had an open house to all the nations, to all the people, and taught kindness to the world. It's something which is, fundamental for all of humanity. And, we have Gedali Fencer in town tonight, and the reason why I'm mentioning him is because he's someone who makes the Torah very universal. And that's something which, we learned today from Rav Shlomo, based on the Yitzhak Ginsburg Sefer Tikkun HaMedina, the idea that the Torah has to be understandable for the nations. We have to make it.
It has to be understandable for us first, right? Like we have to, the Pnimiut Torah, and that's the whole key. The Pnimiut Torah, we have to get it. We have to understand it. And once we do, we'll be able to shine the light of the actual Torah within our nation and within all the nations.
Right.
And I actually had the zchut. I got to give a shout out to the organization Israel 365.
Wow.
They do such unbelievable work. They bring members of other nations to Eretz Yisrael on mission trips. And with Tuli Weiss and Talia Eisen and Rabbi Michelle, they do such great work. And I had this.
They've been in the shul, some of them, no?
Rabbi Michelle comes. He lives here. Yeah. I don't think with Tuli and Talia.
Some of the guests.
Yes, so the guests went shul, and I actually had the privilege of my family and I, more my wife than anything else. The Lillians. We had the pleasure of hosting two of these guys. One of them, his name is Lenny, grew up in LA, moved to Houston a couple of years ago. And another one is Thomas, from Omaha, Nebraska.
Wow.
And it was so amazing, not just to see that there are people throughout the world within the nations that are supporting us, that are coming and they show their love by coming here. Tommy, I think he said it was the 6th time in Israel. Lenny was his first time. And it's really amazing how people are drawing lines even amongst their friends. Tommy actually told me, he said to me, he's like, Israel's been a sticking point, and I told my friends that if you're not on my side, if you're not on the side of Israel, we can't be friends.
No.
It's an unbelievable
It's happening throughout the world, yeah. But you're seeing it in person by these people coming to the Holy Land and showing that. There's that famous senator just came through.
Richie Torres.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, all the time there's these special non-Jews visiting, and we had the Argentinian
president. Oh, he's did he say he's going to convert to Judaism after he's done being president of Argentina, which is insane.
He's a character, but he's also very inspiring as well. And there's definitely an awakening in the world, not just amongst our own people. And it really is up to us as the nation of the holy nation of Eretz Yisrael, of the living in Eretz Yisrael, is to be able to share that light outwards, not just the way the media portrays, but from us individually, all of us. And that's the once again brings us to the kindness focus. That is something which we're doing so much, especially JustOneChesed and the organizations that we are partnering with. Me personally, Unity Inspires projects, and doing an event, Tel Aviv, and all these other amazing organizations. We're trying to share the light to our own people, but obviously that generally is open. Like Tel Aviv had no issue with nations coming and bothering with us.
Of course.
It's not like a racial
At the end of the day, people are just coming back and they want truth, right? And that's the key. People are tired of all the lies that everywhere that exists, and we spoke about it again today in Shir. Torah is the truth. Eretz Yisrael is the truth, right? This is what it's about, and this is why people are coming back. I mean, I know it sounds crazy. I don't know if you heard. You know who Tiffany Haddish is?
Yes.
Did you hear that? What
Funny
happened?
lady.
She's a very funny lady.
I did a comedy night this month of Shabbos.
She actually came to Israel.
Yeah.
Did you hear about this? This is crazy. Everyone knows Michael Rappaport's been to Israel, and he's a big supporter of Israel, and he calls people crazy names, which is funny. But Tiffany Haddish says that, listen, I've been hearing a lot of stuff about what's going on in Israel, but I also, and about on the media and social media and TikTok and all these different places, but I know a lot of things that they're saying about, trying to reconnect. There we go. A lot of things that they say about me, and I know it's not true because it's my life.
Right.
So she actually came to Israel, and she wanted to seek the truth.
See it with our own eyes. Not
and
the lens through other people's agendas
and she
narratives.
saw that there's no apartheid, and she saw that what happened down south and the atrocities that happened. So, and Michael Rabbi, I think they performed the same night, right? They had like a comedy night, and they performed together. Not together, but they performed the same night on the same stage.
We have Matzel back in town. He's a Jew, but he's very out there in terms of his reach, and he's back in town.
I performed last night.
Back to his, Aish of as he's saying, Judah Mac. The fire's rekindled in there, and he said that openly himself. And we had also Floyd Mayweather.
That wasn't his first time. Even I think when the war first started, he gave his private jet to have aid, tactical stuff, medical stuff brought over. I think it was the second or third time during the war.
I don't think we should underestimate the importance of us being able to be universal and reach outwards to other people just by demonstrating kindness and truth. And
so that's the key. It's the truth of the Torah and the kindness that we bestow amongst ourselves and amongst the nations. Israel is always the first country when there's a natural disaster. Israel's always the first country that goes out, sends their people to go help out. So it's all about Chesed. It's all about kindness. It's always about doing the right thing, the kind thing. The Lubavitcher Rebbe said many times over, sometimes it's better to be kind than it is to be right. Right? And that's a very deep thing. I think in order to be accepting of everybody and of one another, we need to be kinder. We need to listen and not listen to respond. It's an important thing. And Bezat Hashem, we should all be zoche.
Yeah, I mean, and just want to throw in important, there is a distinction. We have to be honest. Look, have a sefer here from Zeh Shimshon. We just open up on it. And we do see in the Parsha Shmini that there is a hebdil, there is a difference between us and the nations, and we have to be real with that, and proud of it. It's not something to hide or pretend.
Glenn back.
Yeah,
it's a crazy thing.
We have a hebdil, we have kosher food, we have things. Now that's a lot of those things. It says there are Shimshon here that whole shrotzim and all the things that are not kosher will be bottled and things will change, but at this point, we have an elevation that we went through going out in our history that gives us opportunity to elevate the world and share that truth, and that is an obligation on our price. What did our
so Glenn Beck said he has a podcast as well, and he said, "Why are Jews hated so much?"
Yeah,
right? And there were 5 reasons.
Question. That helped me to chew to that question.
There were 5 reasons that were given, and one of the reasons is, and actually I think it was the number 1 answer. It's either 1 or 2. They're different.
Yep.
And he said, the Jews are the chosen people, right?
So it's not politically correct according to some, but according to the truth, it's correct.
It is right. So Glenn Beck acknowledges it.
Chosen means more responsibility. It doesn't mean
there are nations
of the world. It doesn't mean a bigger cigar. It means more responsibility.
Nations of the world have accepted it, and I believe those people who have accepted it and are searching for the truth, then go ahead and see what the truth is, and it's again done with the truth through Chesed, through learning, and the Tikkun Hamdina and the various steps that Rav Ginsburg pointed out that we mentioned earlier, with the Bina aspect, with the right.
Again, so let's get it right. Shlemus Torah, Shlemus Am, Shlemus Haaretz.
That's right.
There we go.
Because you're paying attention.
Yeah, we're paying attention, and I hope you guys are paying attention. One of the other things we mentioned in a previous podcast, we should definitely bring up before we close, is the idea of the Chesed that nations do. There is a distinction also between the Chesed that Am Yisrael do, the kindness that we do, and the kindness that nations do. But there's no way that Am Yisrael are going to say, no, it's only our people and we're exclusive.
That's not who we are.
To be exclusive, I had an organization recently that were being very exclusive about who they deal with, and I find that quite offensive. And that was within the Jewish people. So I feel like we have to work on that aspect of becoming more collaborative. And that means also, once again, to the nations, knowing how and where it works for us and for them. And it's a unity focus that, in the end, all of humanity shares the value of kindness. And we need to help each other, empower each other to become more kind. And I'm myself, thank God, we have a Nakuda, which is called the Shema. We mentioned this one Shema B'Ahava. We try to do things for Hashem completely. That's not the requirement amongst the nations. Obviously, you should learn from that you should try to have a higher ideal while you're doing kindness. But the main thing is to do kindness. That's what Hashem definitely wants, the nations to become more kind. Less of this whole, like my nation, your nation, tribal stuff going on online that we can, and in reality, in war and all this crazy stuff. It really is about kindness. And we know in this war, Am Yisrael have been totally above and beyond in kindness towards all the people around.
And listen, by the way, we made a mistake. It was 2 days ago where Israel made a mistake.
Yeah, we met her.
But we made a mistake.
Yeah.
We bombed. Unfortunately, we killed 7 aid workers. But we came out and we said it was an accident. It's not what we're trying to do. And
what's the chiluk? What's the chiluk though? What's the difference with the Hamas and Makeover? Their point is their strategy is they want to kill. That's their strategy. Some of them are fun, but their strategy is they want to kill. That's they're no accidents.
So that's not. I think even mentioning that brings down
the conversation.
Yeah,
it's just such a different reality of how
different mentality completely.
And not that we're better, just that we're truer in this sense. That we are truer, and that makes us better. That makes us better, but it's based on the truth.
Correct. And it's all about the truth.
And the world wants that truth as well, and the nations wants that truth, and they've got to stop being allowed to be lied to. That means also make sure that the media and the platforms that you're getting your information from is true, and you have to work hard for that. It's not an easy.
Not simple at all because it's not right. You really have to search it out.
Search out the true commentators, the people who represent truth, who live true values and have good life. You see now in the world out there how much people have looked up to have lived terribly. Once the truth is coming out now, in 2024, we're seeing 5784 how much there's such a revelation about how who really are Hamas and how evil they are, who really are all these Hollywood entertainers, a lot of them, not all of them, but many of them, and the lifestyle and the pop stars and the rap artists,
and which people that they associated themselves with,
coming out public,
which
not everyone,
and which islands they were visiting.
Yeah, and we're only saying this to the point where you have to really make a choice who you're modeling and who you're listening to and connecting with. Has to be people of truth, and that's for the nations also. So everyone needs to go through this process of clarification of who are the source of truth and where's the music coming from, where's the media, where's the information coming from, and tune in to the source that's true. And there is a true source. Well, a lot of it's within, and that's something that once again you have to work and connect to more inner, and that inner struggle that will bring you to the truth. But it's also, thank God, there is
But
a
it all stems
consciousness
from
going
it
on
all
in humanity
stems.
that we haven't.
It all stems from one place. It all stems from one place, and that's the Torah, the Bible. That is it.
That's the short.
That is the root of
can't reject
all
that at the end of the day.
of all truth and all kindness. That's what it is.
Any rejection of that is we see what's going on.
And as you know, we mentioned this in the shiur that we had that we have. You know, Rav Ginsburg mentioned. The Chochmah is the truth, right? Bina is the whole truth, and the Da'at is nothing but the truth, right? So
nothing but the truth.
That's it. It's the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. And Bezat Hashem, we should all be. We're trying to reconnect again. The whole Bezat Hashem, we should all be. We should all have truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, filled with Chesed and Aman and Besarot Avot. And we should only hear. I want to hear. We want to hear from you in relationships that you have with worlds that you have with other members of other nations, and the kindness that they've done for you and that you've done for them. So get back to us. Let us know. It gives us strength.
And help us get to that Shlemus Haaretz, the complete land. We want to get back there. We're heading in that direction. We need an awakening towards that.
Bezat Hashem, we should all be matzliach.
Amen.
Nothing but love.
Amen. Love and oneness.
There he is. We got the love. Have a great one, guys.
Beautiful. Thank you. So we'll have something to do this. I can't wait. Thank you, Hashem.
Privacy public, deletion settings 30 days. Okay. Post with. Should I schedule my next live video?
No. Just make sure it's never deleted. Yeah.